the Social Security break-even point, and the important formula in regards to your monthly benefit. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, I do want to discuss some important details in regards to your monthly Social Security benefit, and of course, the break-even point, whether you claim your benefits early at the age of 62, if you wait until your full retirement age between the ages of 66 and 67, or if you possibly delay and claim at the age of 70. I also do want to talk about the most important factor when it comes down to determining when you should file for your Social Security benefit. We've got a lot to talk about right here in the video, so let's get right into it. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and because I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you right by your side each and every day, as that is my dedication, my commitment, and my promise to you and everybody right here in the community to continuously watch all of this new information hitting the wire, doing the research, and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay updated with what's actually going on, and most importantly, how it's going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course, anything showing up right now that may change your monthly benefit or anything you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So again, thanks so much for joining me. I know it's a very busy and confusing time right now that we're currently living through. Either way, I want to be here for you, and that is my promise, and of course, I'm sticking to it. All right, thanks again. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get into it and talk about all of these different factors that you need to understand in regards to filing for Social Security, and of course, the break-even analysis about this. Now, this is actually a pretty interesting video, and again, this is some pretty interesting information because as we dig into it, you're going to clearly see all the numbers here, and I think the consensus out there is that the break-even is out a lot further than many of us think, but it's really not as far out as many of us really recognize. However, I also do want to point out a very important factor that we also need to take into consideration when we go to file our benefit, and of course, when we start receiving those benefits as well. So remember this much as well. I'm here to educate, I'm here to inform, and again, I'm here to help you out in any way that I can. Understand Social Security, as it is a very complicated, it's a very complex topic, and again, I'm just here to break it all down and to do whatever I can to help you out. It's a very, very big decision. Here's the thing. You've worked how many years, how many decades of your life have you spent working, paying into Social Security taxes? It's very important that when you go to file and when you're claiming your benefit, you're actually getting the maximum benefit, or you're getting as much as you possibly can out of those benefits that you've earned, right? These are benefits you've earned. So anyway, we want to make sure you're getting as much as you can. All right, so let's talk through a bunch of the details here. First off, let me start this out by sharing with you some statistics about this so we can all be on the same page here and understand what's going on. Now, again, these are the statistics as of a few months ago, okay? So I don't think these statistics have changed a whole lot, but these are the numbers as of many, many years of research and what it all comes down to. Here's what it comes out to. 66% of the population claims their benefit before their full retirement age. So basically sometime between the ages of 62 and about 66 or 67, depending on the year of that person's birth, but generally about 66% of the population claims their benefit early. Now, the statistics also show 24% or thereabout claim their benefit at their full retirement age. So not early, not late, but at their full retirement age. And about 10% of the population waits until the age of 70 to file for their benefit. So those are the numbers as of right now, okay? So you can clearly see. All right, so now that we understand that, let's talk about some other details here. Have you ever run the break-even analysis on your benefit? Let me give you a quick example. Let's just say that you want to file for your benefit at the age of 62, which, quick other side note as well, I'm not here to tell you when you should claim your benefit. I'm not here to tell you if you should claim early, if you should claim late, claim on time, at your full retirement age. That's totally up to you. There's a lot of different factors here. And again, I've covered those in separate videos as far as when you should file for your benefit or when would be most advantageous for you. However, the statistics also show that the average person who claims their benefit early at the age of 62 has a 30% reduction to their benefit by claiming a little bit early. So that's a huge, huge reduction. But again, you know, it's everybody's situation. It is your decision as far as when you want to file. And again, you can claim as early as 62. But again, it's up to everybody's situation. You know, some people's situations are, most advantageous to claim early. Some people may want to wait. But again, we'll get into that here more in a little bit. But basically what it comes down to, if you claim your benefit at the age of 62, if you claim it at, say, 66 or 67 or anywhere in between at the full retirement age, or if you wait until the age of 70, Did you realize that your break-even analysis, in other words, claiming at 62, getting a benefit that is 30% less, but you're getting about 4 to 5 years longer of benefit, right? So you're getting benefits for about 4 or 5 years longer than you would be if you claimed at 66 or 67, or if you delayed until 70 and actually take advantage of the extra boost to your benefit just by claiming it late. Here's what it comes down to. The break-even analysis shows that the average beneficiary breaks even somewhere around the ages of 78 to 81. Somewhere within that 3-year period of time is the break-even. So it doesn't really matter, according to the statistics here and according to all of that, if you were to claim, again, 62, 66, 67, 70, the break-even is generally around 78 to 81. Right? I didn't realize that. I mean, how many of us didn't realize that? You probably would have thought, oh, the break-even is probably at like 110 years old, right? No, it's not. It's not that far out, actually. Now, let me talk about some other details here because this is actually pretty interesting. Now that we know the rough break-even for the vast majority of beneficiaries, let me point out one key factor that is all very, very important, okay? Now, again, please remember this much. I'm here to inform and I'm here to break it all down, but this is the reality of, what's going on here, and I think we all, recognize this as well. Life expectancy, okay? Life expectancy is very, very important when it comes down to determining when we think we should file for our benefit based on, how long we think we're going to live for. Because here's the thing. Here's the deal with Social Security. You got to be present to win, okay? Let's just say it how it is, okay? Let's just say it really briefly here. That is exactly the truth. You got to be here. You got to be around in order to claim Social Security, okay? So, as a result of that, we got to understand, how long do I think I'm going to live for? Okay, if you, based on, your family history and things like this. Now, again, everybody's situation is very, very different, okay? So again, I can't sit here and say, oh, the magical age is exactly this. It is so very different for literally every single person. However, this is a key factor we got to take into consideration because if we expect based on, family history and a whole variety of other factors, if we think, wow, I think I'm going to live until 95, you may be better off waiting a little bit longer to file for your benefit. But then again, if we look at the situation and think, based on everything that's going on here and based on family history and based on everything else, generally I might make it until 80 or something like that, or 78 or 75 or something like that. In those instances, you'd be better off claiming earlier versus later because you can claim those benefits for longer. So again, I know this is a situation that many of us don't want to talk about, but unfortunately, when it comes down to Social Security and your money, the benefit that you have worked for, the benefit that you have earned, this is unfortunately a very important aspect of that, right? We've got to understand these details because this is going to determine how much money we get during those last, say, 20, 30 years of our life. Very, very important, right? So, not sure about you, but I think we all probably want to maximize those benefits. And, those are the benefits that the vast majority of beneficiaries rely on through, their retirement as well. Very important stuff. So that is one of the key factors I wanted to point out for you. So again, when it comes down to it, just remember that much. Whether you claim early, 62, you claim at full retirement age, again, probably somewhere between the ages of 66 and 67, or if you file after your full retirement age, let's just say at the age of 70. One more thing I want to throw out there really quickly as well. A lot of people don't realize this, but let me throw the numbers out there really fast. If you file early prior to your full retirement age, for every 1 month that you file before your full retirement age, benefits are reduced by 0.05% for every month that you file early. Okay, just take that into consideration. That is why we see a 30% reduction to benefits for those people who claim at the age of 62 versus at their full retirement age. And again, I'm not here to tell you when you should claim. That's totally up to you. Doesn't matter at all. That's why they give you the ability to claim early, okay? But remember that much. A 0.09% reduction to your benefit for every 1 month that you claim early. That's a lot, okay? Now remember this much as well. If you file at your full retirement age, there's no reduction, but there's also no gain either. There's no change. It just is what it is. Whatever is being quoted on your My Social Security account on the Social Security website or the paper that they send you every so often, that is what you'll get, okay? So it's not reduced and it's not increased either. However, for every 1 month that you wait after your full retirement age as well, your benefits will continue to increase by 0.667% or 2/3% for every month that you wait after your full retirement age. Get this. If you wait, let's just say 1 year after your full retirement age, your benefits will increase by 8%, and that's not the COLA. The COLA will also be on top of that, okay? Cost of living adjustment. So a lot of key factors here, and again, that's why I want to break it down here because there's a lot of different things to determine. And unfortunately, there's a lot of different things you got to weigh here, okay? There's a lot of balls that are up in the air that we got to juggle all at the same time to determine, okay, this is the best situation for me and my situation. I think, this exact time frame would be the best time for me to claim. So you got to kind of run all those numbers on your own there to determine when is best for you. Now, again, I do have some other dedicated videos here on the channel talking exactly about that. When is the best time to claim? 62, 66, 67, 70, something like that. So I do have those videos here on the channel. I would highly advise if you're in that situation, maybe check out those videos here on the channel as I talk through all those details as well. And they'll probably give you some better information as far as more perspective. But remember, and just keep in mind, the break even, again, I know I've mentioned this earlier, but I want to say it again really quickly, between the ages of 78 and 81, okay? If you expect to live a long time, you might be more advantageous to wait a little bit longer, at least to your full retirement age or beyond, because ultimately at the end of the day, when you live a lot longer beyond the break-even analysis there, you're going to have a lot more money in whole, like as a whole, out of Social Security over many, many years to come. However, if your life expectancy, unfortunately may not be quite as long there, it'd be way more advantageous to claim a little bit earlier so you can take advantage of those benefits and start getting that money right away and start, taking advantage of those checks on an ongoing monthly basis. But again, that's up to everybody else to decide. Now, one more thing I want to throw out there really, really fast here, and that is the insolvency issue, okay? Now, this is another thing we have to throw into the mix here, but yes, this unfortunately is another thing that we need to take into consideration is what happens in about 9 to 10 years when we're facing insolvency. Great, another issue that we need to throw in there, right? Well, let me throw this out there. I wouldn't worry about that too much because I would anticipate Congress to come together on some kind of agreement to figure that out. But again, I wouldn't let that determine your decision on when you should file. I honestly would not let that influence your decision because I would think that Congress will come together and figure something out on that as well. But if they don't, well, that's something else we got to throw into the mix as well, and I can cover all those details in a separate video. So I hope this helps you to better understand the break-even analysis a little bit, as well as some of the key factors in regards to filing for your benefit and when would be the best time. So hope this one helps you. Again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Also, leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Share this video with your friends, family, social media, especially if you know somebody right now that is on the fence of filing for their benefit. Share this video with them so they can understand these details as well, and they can also explore some of the other videos here on the channel. So also, go back and check out the other videos here on the channel. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please subscribe down below. Enjoy your day. Have a good one, and take care. I'll catch you again later in the next video.